about Garrett's innocence. Quackenbush presented new evidence that not only cast doubt on Garrett's guilt, but also highlighted the possibility of a wrongful execution. His investigations pointed to similarities between Sister Tadia Benz's murder and the murder of Narnie Box Bryson, occurring just months apart in the same area. Leoncio Perez Rueda, convicted of Bryson's murder, became a focal point of Quackenbush's efforts to link the two crimes, suggesting a potential miscarriage of justice in Garrett's conviction. The inherent irreversibility of the death penalty underlines the grave importance of absolute certainty in capital punishment cases. The suggestion that law enforcement and the judicial system might have prematurely concluded Garrett's guilt, coupled with the finality of his execution, underscores a chilling flaw in the justice system, that of irreversible error leading to the execution of potentially innocent individuals. As the years pass, the opportunity to uncover the full truth of Sister Tadia Benz's murder diminishes, with key figures like Leoncio Perez Rueda nearing the end of their lives. The mystery of who truly violated and murdered Sister Tadia may forever remain unresolved, leaving a lingering question mark over a case that has troubled many for decades. The perpetrator, capable of such a monstrous act, reminds us of the darkest potentials of human nature. Shifting focus to the serene setting of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in 1982, the story of Marvin and Ethel Brandon offers a contrasting glimpse into the American Halloween tradition. The Brandons' experience, from the joy of participating in the festive spirit to the unsettling visitation late on Halloween night, encapsulates the varied dimensions of this holiday, from community celebration to the unease that accompanies the unexpected. As we reflect on these stories, from the haunting to the heartwarming, we're reminded of the complex tapestry of human experiences that define our shared histories and mysteries. The peaceful expectation of a late group of trick-or-treaters was shattered for Marvin Brandon when he opened his door to a scene straight out of a nightmare. The masked figure standing before him, armed and emanating hatred, signaled an immediate and terrifying deviation from the Halloween festivities. This was no benign visitor. This was a threat to Marvin's life and the security of his home. Marvin's attempt to comply, under the assumption of facing an ordinary robbery, reflects a hope that cooperation might spare him and his wife Ethel from harm. Yet the mention of the safe, a well-guarded secret containing a significant portion of the Brandons' life savings, shifted the encounter from a potential burglary to a life-threatening situation. The masked intruder's knowledge of the safe suggested a personal breach, hinting that the attacker might be someone within their social or familial circle. The tragic outcome, with Marvin lunging in a desperate attempt to thwart the robbery and subsequently being shot, underscores the unpredictability and violence that can intrude upon even the most secure and serene lives. Ethel's distress and the subsequent loss of Marvin paint a stark picture of the aftermath of violent crime, leaving families to grapple with the reality of their loss amidst the remnants of the attack. The investigation into Marvin's murder, hampered by the lack of a clear description of the assailant and only a vague clue about the motive related to the safe, highlights the challenges law enforcement faces in solving such crimes. The suspicion that the killer might be someone close to the Brandons adds a layer of betrayal and shock to the already grievous event. Teresa Trueblood's reflection on the surreal and painful experience of returning to the scene emphasizes the deep emotional and psychological scars left on families by violent crime. The sight of blood, a stark indicator of the tragedy's reality, marks a moment of irrevocable change in the lives of the survivors. As the investigation stretched on with no immediate leads or arrests, the Brandon family and their community were left with unresolved grief and questions that might never find answers. The murder of Marvin Brandon, occurring amidst the backdrop of Halloween festivities, serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the shadows that can lurk behind familiar faces and seemingly secure doors. Ethel Brandon's decline after the murder of her husband Marvin epitomizes the profound, sometimes overlooked, impact of violent crime on the survivors. Her emotional and physical deterioration leading to her death a few months later paints a heart-wrenching picture of grief's capability to consume one's will to live. The loss, compounded by the absence of justice and closure, can leave families in a perpetual state of mourning and despair. Ethel's story is a stark reminder of the collateral damage inflicted by acts of violence, extending far beyond the immediate victims to those who loved them. The reopening of the case in 2010, with the hope that modern forensic analysis could glean DNA evidence from the discarded pillowcase mask, represents a flicker of hope in the darkness for the Brandon family. However, the inability to extract such evidence is a testament to the challenges that time imposes on solving cold cases, adding another layer of frustration and helplessness to the family's quest for justice. The Brandon family's belief in knowing the identity of Marvin's killer, yet being stymied by a lack of evidence, underscores a painful reality many families facing unsolved crimes endure. The fear and resignation expressed by Teresa Trueblood reflect the complex dynamics that can hinder the pursuit of justice, including the fear of retribution and the emotional toll of confronting a suspected killer within one's own community. The chilling reminder that the killer continues to hide in plain sight, with not a single suspect officially named, serves as a grim warning of the dangers that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly safe communities. It also highlights the importance of vigilance and caution, not only during festivities like Halloween but every day. Transitioning to the personal narrative of experiencing a strange incident before a Halloween night, the account adds another dimension to the holiday's potential for unsettling encounters. The encounter with a group of men taking pictures of a house, although seemingly benign at the moment, gains a sinister hue in the context of the narrative's themes of vulnerability and hidden threats. This story, like that of the Brandons, reminds us of the thin veil between normalcy and danger, urging a balance between celebrating life's festive moments and safeguarding against the unpredictable nature of human intentions. The sequence of events that unfolded around your home on Halloween night is unsettling, painting a picture of a night marked by more than just the usual holiday mischief. The inability of your cousin and stepbrother to unlock the door upon their late return, initially brushed off as drunken clumsiness, was the first hint of something amiss. The eventual discovery by your mother and a locksmith that a knife tip was lodged in the lock reveals a deliberate attempt to compromise the security of your home. This act, far from a harmless prank, suggests a more sinister intention. Your own experience that night, waking with a sense of anxiety and noticing a man-shaped shadow cast upon your window, adds a personal and terrifying dimension to the story. The initial dismissal of the shadow as nothing unusual underscores a common tendency to rationalize away fear, especially in the context of Halloween's eerie atmosphere. However, the subsequent discovery that window screens had been slashed, including one at your own bedroom window, validates your unease and indicates that the shadow you saw may not have been as benign as you hoped. The presence of the police and locksmith, along with the realization of the damaged lock and windows, casts the previous night's events in a grave light, shifting the narrative from a Halloween tale to a serious security breach. The involvement of law enforcement signifies the severity of the intrusion attempt, while the locksmith's role in extracting the knife tip from the lock symbolizes the restoration of safety measures. This incident, occurring amidst Halloween festivities, serves as a stark reminder of the potential for real danger to intrude upon our lives, even within the supposed safety of our homes. It also highlights the importance of remaining vigilant and taking precautions to secure our living spaces, particularly during times when the boundary between festive and frightening becomes blurred. The relief you felt upon learning where the knife tip ended up, though tempered by the violation of your home's security, underscores the complex mix of fear, relief, and heightened awareness that such an event can provoke. Story 14. Dwayne Smith's journey from Kirkwood, Missouri, to the depths of the ocean floor is a testament to how a change in environment can shape a person's destiny and passions. His transition from a Midwestern boy to a Navy corpsman, and eventually to a specialist in subaquatic crime scene investigation, showcases an extraordinary trajectory driven by his love for the aquatic world. After completing his service in the Navy, Dewey's pursuit of knowledge led him to the Florida State University's underwater CSI program, where he mastered scuba diving, a skill that would define much of his career and life thereafter. His academic achievements in subnautica crime scene investigation further solidified his commitment to underwater exploration and research. This unique blend of interests and skills eventually led him to a significant role at the Aquarius Underwater Research Base, a beacon of marine research operated by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA). At Aquarius, Dewey found himself at the intersection of technical maintenance and scientific discovery, contributing to the base's dual mission of ensuring operational safety and advancing marine science. His work in training Navy divers in saturation diving techniques speaks to his expertise and the trust placed in him by both his peers and the military trainees who looked up to him for guidance. However, the incident on May 5, 2009, underscores the inherent risks associated with deep-sea diving and underwater operations. While engaged in what was considered a routine task assisting trainees with the installation of a weigh station using an underwater jackhammer, Dewey encountered a situation that necessitated his return to the Aquarius, leaving the trainees temporarily on their own. This decision, made in the unpredictable environment of the ocean depths, highlights the challenges and dangers that even the most experienced divers face. Dwayne Smith's story is a vivid illustration of human resilience, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of passion. From the shores of Missouri to the coral reefs of the Florida Keys, his life journey encapsulates a profound connection to the water that shaped his career, challenges and contributions to underwater research and exploration. Dwayne Smith's tragic death highlights the inherent risks and unpredictability of deep-sea diving, even for the most experienced and skilled individuals. The investigation into his passing shed light on a series of unfortunate factors that aligned to create a fatal outcome. First, the failure of Dewey's closed-circuit rebreather due to hydraulic forces from the nearby use of a jackhammer underscores the delicate balance and reliance on equipment divers have in such extreme conditions. Equipment failure, especially for apparatus as critical as a rebreather, can swiftly turn a routine dive into a life-threatening situation. Second, the investigation's finding that Dewey might have grown too comfortable or complacent with his dives, to the extent of neglecting vital equipment indicators like the handset and heads-up display, speaks to a larger theme within any profession or skill: the danger of overconfidence. It suggests that familiarity did not breed caution in this instance, but rather a potentially fatal oversight. The third factor, Dewey's decision to return to the Aquarius alone, puts into perspective the importance of diving protocols, especially the buddy system, in ensuring safety. This solo decision, combined with the malfunction of his equipment, placed him in a perilously isolated situation without immediate aid or the ability to call for help, leading to hypoxia. Hypoxia, a condition marked by insufficient oxygen supply to the tissues, can swiftly incapacitate a person, leading to unconsciousness or worse, as in Dewey's case. The condition's impact on deep-sea divers and its rapid onset emphasize the critical need for continuous monitoring of oxygen levels and environmental conditions during dives. Dwayne Smith's death is a sobering reminder of the unforgiving nature of underwater environments and the paramount importance of safety measures, equipment maintenance, and adherence to diving protocols. It serves as a wake-up call to the diving community and those involved in underwater research and exploration to prioritize safety above all, to prevent such tragedies from occurring in the future. Dewey's legacy, marked by his passion for the aquatic world and his contributions to underwater research, will endure as a reminder of the risks divers willingly face to advance our understanding of the oceans. Understanding the intricacies of deep-sea diving, including the reliance on specialized breathing mixes like Trimix, highlights the complex balance required to maintain diver safety in such extreme conditions. The shift from regular air to a mixture that includes helium underscores the lengths to which divers and their support teams go to mitigate the risks associated with deep underwater environments. However, the potential for equipment malfunction, as tragically demonstrated in the case of Dwayne Smith, serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between exploration and peril. Hypoxia's subtle onset poses a significant risk, especially in the context of diving, where the initial symptoms can easily be dismissed as minor discomforts or the expected toll of the environment. The progression from mild symptoms to severe cognitive impairments and disorientation can be rapid, leaving divers vulnerable to making life-threatening decisions, such as removing their oxygen supply. This gradual decline in awareness and judgment, culminating in acts of self-endangerment, underscores the critical importance of continuous monitoring in the buddy system during dives. Dwayne Smith's decision to return to the Aquarius alone, although made with years of experience behind him, tragically illustrates the unforeseen dangers that can arise in moments of vulnerability. His loss prompted a reevaluation of safety protocols and practices within the Aquarius program and the broader diving community, emphasizing the need for constant vigilance and adherence to safety measures, regardless of a diver's experience level. The donation of a Superlight 17 diving helmet to the History of Diving Museum in Islamorada, Florida, in memory of Dewey, serves as both a tribute to his passion for the ocean and a somber reminder of the inherent risks of underwater exploration. This gesture not only honors Dewey's contributions to marine research and his love for diving, but also reinforces the message that safety must always be the paramount concern in the pursuit of discovery. Dewey Smith's story, marked by dedication and tragedy, echoes through the diving world as a poignant reminder of the respect and caution the ocean demands. It emphasizes that the quest to uncover the mysteries of the deep must always be balanced with an unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of those brave enough to explore it.